on they're seeing. What's current? Dimmer bleach. Why dimmer bleach? Why dimmer bleach? This whole segment, this whole show, y'all can call me bro. Y'all can call me brother. I'm going into the black side. I'm a man of color, but today I'm a black man. Like I'm in the haterverse. Sometimes Mr. Troy Star Terrain says this. He says, I'm a black man today. Y'all can call me bro and bruh and bruh and all that. Y'all can do all that if you want to. I'm okay with it. I'm all fine. It's all right. I'll read your comments, say everything you gotta say. But I want to talk about this very crucial topic: darkening your skin. Now, the one person that stands out in my mind, oh, holy shit, we got BS in the room. But one person that stands out in my mind that darkened her skin to try to be a black person is Rachel Dolezal. She wanted to be transracial. Okay, that was almost a decade ago. That was like in 2015, I think, or so 15, 16, somewhere around there. She consciously had in her mind to carry the ideas, carry the physical attributes of a black woman. Okay, so she had that whole thing set up in her mind to be that way. But you look at various men, the late great Michael Jackson. He was pretty dark. He was pretty brown. So he was my skin color, maybe even a little darker. He might have been even a little bit darker, but he over time he said he had vitiligo, and so it kept spreading throughout his body, and it continued and continued and continued until he looked completely different. His whole body looked like it was bleached. It was completely almost melanin free. And you have people like the living guy, Sammy Sosa, one of the baseball greats. He bleached his skin, and he looked like what people might call a white man's penis, like from the show Atlanta. So he had an idea in his mind to bleach. I mean, it's very common in the Caribbean and the West Indian cultures to bleach the skin. Them a bleach, them a bleach. They have that idea about them to do that. It's spread throughout the world and different also in different cultures in India and China and different places like that. They would try to bleach their skin. Yellow skin turn to white. They're very close to being white in Asian countries. Yellow people. So they take the whatever agent, whatever chemical, and they apply it to their skin and they get lighter. I'm just asking the question: is there possible room for people becoming darker? Is there some kind of kit? Is there some kind of agent, some kind of chemical that could turn your skin dark, very dark? I'm talking about Lupito Nyong'o dark. I'm talking about Deborah Ariando. Let me make sure I said her name right. I just have to make sure because I just flies out of my mouth. Yeah, Iorende. Excuse me. I did say her name wrong, but her name is Deborah Iorende, and she is very attractive, dark skinned woman. And I'm just wondering, are there people out there that are of a lighter skin that want to be black, like real, like tar baby black, like real black, like super black? Is that possible? I want to know. So I'm just curious. You let me know in the comment section. Get your X fingers going. Get your YouTuber fingers going. Tell me, what is the case behind people wanting to have lighter skin? Why do you want to have lighter skin? Why don't you want to have darker skin? Like Rachel Dolezal, I think took treatments like tannings. She tanned to an extent that her skin cells changed. More melanin came in. So I'm very very curious as to why we don't have more dark skin treatments? Why is it, what is the opposite of bleach? Color safe. Is it, you say color safe? Color safe treatments? Did I just make that up? Color safe treatments for people that want to go dark skin, real dark skin, oily, like black, dark skin, beautiful coffee brown, dark skin, kind of looking like women and men. Is that possible in this world? Is that even a possibility? Is that something that could happen? You let me know, because I'm very curious about this. This is something that just plague my mind. I'm teasing a vocal story. I'm gonna be working on a vocal story about this very subject. So that's gonna be coming down the line as well. But in the meantime, I'm just gonna address it in the video. I think that we have to come to grips with the idea of self-hatred. How black people self-hate. How white people self-hate. How red people and brown people and yellow people self-hate. It's the hatred of whatever condition they have. Even if they're, fairly dark-skinned, fairly, like I said, the late, great Michael Jackson. He wasn't, tar, black. He wasn't blue-black. But he turned into high yellow. He turned into white yellow. Like, high white. Like, he was whiter than white people. He turned into something, really didn't recognize. If they said, I'm an atheist, but a lot of people said when Michael Jackson died, he went to heaven and God didn't recognize what he looked like because he didn't put him out like that. And that's just a joke. I'm not really into religion and faith or anything like that. But just as a joke, it stands, in a sense of makes you think like did he really destroy himself in a sense? Did he destroy his own sensibility, his own rational idea of himself to be something that he wasn't? Because after he went, lighter skinned, he didn't really get that much success. It wasn't like success was secured just because when he was darker skinned, Thriller came out, he was kind of brown. He was brown skinned. And his nose was getting thinner and thinner and thinner. So, it is a sense of what is it about self-hatred within every community, black, white, red, yellow, brown, all types, all walks of life. What is it about self-hatred, about physical beings? I just saw a TED Talk with a man who has vitiligo on his face, on his neck, and his hands are like bone white. And one time his face completely turned like whitish, but then it turned back. That is extraordinary to me. That, really gave me an understanding. And then there's people, very famous people like Winnie Harlow. If you're not familiar with Winnie Harlow, you're missing out on life. She's very positive, very buoyant, very beautiful woman. She has a boyfriend, so I gotta chill. I can't go too hard saying how wonderful she is, but she is a great person inside and out. She carries herself, as if she were royalty. She's not meek and mild about her condition. And it's weird that it's called a disease, vitiligo. Because when you think of disease, you think it's automatically, it's something terrible, it's something horrible, it's something, that if you get it, it's a death sentence, or it's a terrible, condition to have. So they may have to just change, I don't know, maybe have to change the vocabulary on vitiligo. They call it an autoimmune disease. Now, but could it be something different? Because cancer is a disease. Pneumonia is a disease. These are diseases. Charles 13X, welcome to the room, sir. Melanin doesn't necessarily determine your pedigree. Exactly. Say it again. Amen, Wall. Amen, Charles 13X. Amen to that. That's facts. Just because you're light doesn't mean you're right. Doesn't mean you're right. Just because you're dark doesn't mean you're all right either. It just means on this, your brain, your mind. That's what it is. So I think, with the amount of people that are within the total idea of the human race, because there is only one race, and that's the human race, but there is such thing as racism. And that's what's weird about albinism. people that have albino condition. I don't even want to call it disease. I'll just call it condition. They're super white. They're too white. They're like beyond white. They're like super pale. Like they're Irish, like Irish women, men and women get, red hair and really pale skin, like Conan O'Brien or something like that. One of my favorite, my childhood heroes. It's like that, but even worse. Salute Caitlin Clark. She says, quote unquote, she. I don't know if it's a she. But salute Skylar. You spelled my name wrong. I heard you on the Star Report last night. Yes, I was on the Star Report last night. Yes, I was breaking it down. We were talking about slavery, but that's an interesting thing too. What did they do with people that who had albinism, who had the condition called being albino? What did they do with those slaves? Did they become slaves? Were they in the house? They were in the house, weren't they? Yeah, they was in the house with the light-skinned slaves, most likely. I would imagine. I think I answered my own question, but I was just wondering about that because that's where it started. We wouldn't have white people if it weren't for Africa. It happened in Africa. You look it up. Look up anything you find. There's especially in Ethiopia. There are large cases of albinism. Very light skinned people with gray and blue eyes. And I learned from a gentleman. He taught me how that people went out of Africa. Right. That's a movie. Out of Africa. Then they set up different settlements and different locales. And then they came back to Africa. And then they just stayed that way. They just stayed dark. So I learned that. I thought it was like one thing and the other. I thought it was, okay, a lot of dark-skinned people went up to, Europe over hundreds of years and centuries, and they became darker or lighter. They ate certain different foods, and there's the weather conditions and everything, and the adaptation and evolution became part of the scene. That's what I thought it was, but he corrected me on that, so I was appreciative of that. Charles 13X says some mutated in the caves and came out looking like gum. Yeah, this is true. Exactly. That's facts. That you look that up. You can look that up. 13X says that's facts. They mutated. It's all in the process of adaptation. Because human beings don't adapt to nature. They adapt nature to fit their own self needs and wants and abilities. So I think that's clear. I think that's very clear. So I'm just wondering where are the Rachel Dolezals that want to go even more? She could pass. See, she looks like like one of my light skinned cousins, or even my sister. She's my sister's kind of lighter than her in a way, and a friend of the family, a friend who happens to be a girl, not a girlfriend of mine, but a friend who happens to be a girl. She's Indian, and she's darker skinned than my sister, but my sister would be called black, and she would be called red or brown skin. That's how goofy this racism shit is. We go after each other because of the skin color and because of eye color and hair color. Are you kidding me? And it's been going like that for centuries, probably millennia. They probably did that in the tribes. Like they probably expelled certain people because they were too dark or because they were too light. And they weren't just at the right skin color. It's distressing. It really is. It really is distressing. It's like, I just want to see more dark skin treatment. I always hear about the light skin treatment. They made their skin lighter. Dimma bleach. Oh, she got lighter skin. Beyonce, her skin got lighter. She must have stayed in the house longer. She's got that blonde wig on, Very well. Very well. That's all I'm going to say. Somebody in here said they're unsubbed. That's very well. Thank you for being unsubbed. Goodbye. You can leave now. That's all right. That's the only thing I'm going to state from your post. Is that you unsub. Thank you for unsubbing me. Appreciate it. Don't need any dead weight. Only need people that are possible in here. Yeah. Charles 13X says, bye, have a nice life. I'm not even going to say his name, but he says his name. But yeah, so I want dark skin. Oh, yeah, she got that dark skin treatment. Look at her now. She look like patent leather. Uh, she she looked like a ink pen. She looked like a black ink. She looked dark. She's sexy as hell. That's what I want to see. That's what I want to hear. That's what I want to see. You hardly ever see that anymore. And are there treatments, or do they not care? Is there a treatment for people with vitiligo that they can put on? I mean, there is treatment. I'm getting ahead of myself. That's that commercial they keep showing. It's a commercial with Morgan Freeman narrating. Opsilura. But this is the thing though. I think Opsilura. Here's from the medical marketing and media. It says, in addition to treating vitiligo, Opsilura can also help in treating resistant eczema cases as well as atopic dermatitis. As part of Insight's pursuit, it campaign. I think I meant to say it campaigns. It campaigns to support Opsilura. Freeman lends his familiar voice for the 1-minute ad, which was broadcast on major networks starting in February. Yeah, I remember that. And they still play them. So Opsilura, what I think about Opsilura though is it just matches into your skin. It doesn't make it darker or lighter. It just like whatever your skin color is, it just matches it. Charles 13S says, keep fighting the good Sky. I'm gonna make sure you make it to the top. I appreciate that. Salute 13X. I'm putting in work. I'm putting in that work. Did you hear Kendrick? No, I didn't. I gotta hear it. I gotta hear it. Is it on the streaming sites or is it on YouTube? I see it's just on YouTube, but is it on the streaming sites as well? Streaming services? Okay. I might go back and talk about this civil war, this crazy, wild ride that hip hop is going through right now. Maybe a later day, maybe on Friday when it's like less, it's less constrained and more laid back. The son. Okay, we got a few people coming in. Chris P. Bacon says, "Hello, brother. Yes, call me brother. I am your brother. Black power. Black power, my brother. Yes, from another mother. Skin folk is my kinfolk. 5 on the black hand side." All right, so the son of the sun says, "What's your home address?" Well, you can look it up. Look it up. I gave my full. You can look it up. I'm not gonna give it out, but you can look it up yourself just based on my name. My name is Skylar Saunders. If you go on to YouTube, if you go on the internet, if you go on Google, Bing, Yahoo, you can look it up. You can find it. You can find it. You can find it yourself. The son of the sun. My guy, Chris P. Bacon, all on the chat. Hello, my brother. 5 on the see the black hand side, all on the black hand side. I'm about to have me some sweet potato pie. I'm about to have me some chitlins and some collard greens. I'm about to have all of that, man. But yeah, after the show, I'm definitely gonna listen to it. Like I said, I'm not gonna get into it, Wednesday or Thursday, but probably Friday. I'll be real late. Everybody's gonna be, oh yeah, well Kendrick chopped him up. Kendrick, smoked him. Drake can't come back from this. Whatever, I don't even know yet. We'll see what happens. The son of the sun. I want to send you some new dress shirts for Goodwill, my brother. I used to go to the Goodwill. On Tuesdays because they had, a 10% discount from military. I'm a Marine if you haven't taken up that knowledge yet. But yeah, I used to go there every Tuesday because they had a discount. Now I just get ties. For my very old show back in 2011, 2010, when I had like zero, literally zero viewers. Like nobody even saw the stuff. It was like, it's ridiculous. It's all private. I might start giving them out to people and with a wrench. You might get exclusive, terrible, editing. There's no editing here, but there's terrible. I'm looking down at a script. I'm not even looking into the camera. It was awful, but those were the days. Thank you, Son of the Sun. Thank you very much for your support. I appreciate it. But gotta get back to the topic. Blackening. That's what we need to see. Not whitening, not cream, not dimmer bleach. Look, get the soap. You get the soap and get that dim bleach. I have a terrible accent. I'm just giving you an example so you can laugh at me. But get the bleach. You get the soap. You use the soap, and you get your skin lightened. I'm talking about some kind of agent that makes your skin darker. No, and as a matter of fact, that's why I'm doing $20. Here's the question. Did you get your new MacBook? I'm going to answer because it's a black show. It's a black show. It's 5 on the right-hand side. It's within the hour. Usually I do within the hour. Usually it's $20. But I'm just saying, if you've got $20, put it up because I still need a MacBook. My MacBook is 11 years old. It's getting tired. The disk is broken. It can't get any more updates. It can't get any more. It can't get any more updates. So it has to be, brought. I can use it. I can listen to music, go on the internet, stuff like that. But it's old. It's tired. I bought it in 2013, December 2013. Still says it. But yeah, any dollar amount, you can. I'll take $5, $5, $10, $20, whatever you can do. My Cash App is $SKYLERSAUNDERS. I will never get a PC. Sorry, Charles 13. We have a disagreement there. Mac is the truth. But their whole purpose is to make money. So their idea is like cars. You don't buy a car for 10, 20 years. You buy a car for five years and get another car for 5 years, like that. It's the same idea. Mac is whack. Oh, no, sir. Frequent lie. Oh, Riles. I call him Riles. Riles is talking about Mac. But, yeah, so my Venmo is SKYLERIZED. And that's at SKYLERIZED. And my PayPal is paypal.me/SKYLERSAUNDERS. So if you want to give any, it's a brother show. It's a black show. $5 donations. I'll take them. I usually am charging steeper prices, for questions, and I will not even answer your question if you don't give me $20. But hell, today is a black show. Give me $5, $10, whatever you can do. That's all I'm saying. And I have to go to my reverend. It's offering time. And if you give $1, it's gonna make me holler. If you give me the right sense, it's gonna make me repent. No, we're having fun. But this is a pretty serious topic though. Cause I was just wondering about. Hold on, let me read your post. Mac is evil. They make expensive tech the average consumer can't afford. Well, that's just too bad. The average consumer needs to get a better position. Raise up to the ranks. You're sweeping up the floors. You need to go to the fries. You're on the fries. You need to be on the register. You're on the register. You need to be a supervisor. Supervisor, you need to be a manager. Manager, you need to be a franchise owner. That's what I'm talking about. This is the beauty of American business. That's beautiful. All right, so what are your thoughts on Jane? I don't know who Jane Elliott is. Sorry to say. Jane Elliott was a 5%. I don't know. I don't know who Jane. I have to look that up real quick. Hold on. Who's Jane Elliott? Is this the same one we're talking about? This internationally known teacher, lecturer, diversity trainer, and a recipient of the National Mental Health Association Award for Excellence. And oh, come on. Excellence in something. I don't know. Okay, I see where you're saying. I see where you're going here. Okay, as a school teacher, she became known for her blue eyes, brown eyes exercise, which she conducted with her third grade class on April 5th, 1968, the day after the assassination of Martin Luther King Jr. I've never heard of her. I'm glad she's still alive too. She's 90 years old. That's amazing. Thank you for bringing. See, y'all learn from me. Y'all say like, "Damn, I ain't never heard that before." Well, guess what? I never heard of Jane Elliott before. She's a new person I have to put in my collection now. Jane Elliott is the truth. Talking about diversity training. Okay, that's very empowering. I appreciate that. Thank you. Would you say? Are you saying? Would you say Jane Elliott was a 5%er? Yeah, she seems like, I don't know her full history, but it seems like she had that idealism of saying, brown eyes and blue eyes and what the difference is, and then they have the doll test. Which doll do you want to? This isn't Jane Elliott, but I'm saying there was another collection of psychologists that were studying children who would go for the white doll or the black doll, and for what see why they would go for them. All right, so the son of the sun. Mac is one of the best computers. That guy must be broke. Talking about PC. Hey, I'm not gonna say anybody's broke. They probably got more money than I have four figures in the bank right now. That's about it. That's all I have right now. It's four figures. I'm not gonna say the exact amount, but I have four figures right now. But yeah. So Mac is definitely great. Once you get it, you're like. It's very user friendly. See, that's why I didn't want to say Charles 13X was broke. I didn't want to say that. He says, no, I'm not broke. He's probably got a contractor. He's probably a contractor or something like that, making $400,000 a year. I'm just using conjecture. But yeah, so darkening agents. Why can't we have more stories saying they used a certain kind of soap that made them darker? Could you imagine that? They look like, those the dark cherries on the tree. They don't look like wheat anymore. They look like beef. They look dark. But I'm broke. Like I said, I only got four figures in the bank right now. I'm broke, so. But yeah, so that's something to very, meticulously understand. And I'm so glad you brought up Jane Elliott. This is interesting to me. She was on a documentary called The Eye of the Storm, a series frontline featured a reunion of the 1970 class as well as Elliott's with the adults. A class divided. Invitation to speak and to conduct her exercise eventually led Elliott to give up school teaching and to become a full-time public speaker against discrimination. White woman. Phew. Her husband's gone. I don't know. She might still have some life in her. I don't know. She might still have, you know what I mean? She's 90 years old. She's probably pretty spry. Anybody out there looking for, some quality time with a very distinguished woman at 90 years old, hey, do what you got to do. Wow, I'm not even going to repeat that, Charles 13X, but that's a good observation. No, I don't get my check tomorrow. It came today. It comes a day before. It's great. I don't know why, but I don't ask questions. It's always either like the 29th or the 30th or something like that, or or the 28th in February, 27th in February. It always comes a few days before or a day before the 1st. So it's always beautiful to me. It's great. Dollar bill. That would be called blackface, Scholar, if they made that kind of soap. I know. I should have said that earlier. I didn't say that, but I'm so glad you brought that up, Dollar Bill. I would want the blackface to be in the entire body. I want everything and permanent, not just bamboozled. With the broken, with the burnt cork and the what's it called, the cocoa butter on the face. I'm talking about some treatment that makes you completely black forever, all the way black, super black. That's what I'm waiting on. I'm waiting on that. You know, if they may already have that treatment, but I mean, I saw, you know, Koreans or you know, yellow people. They had cornrows and were rapping, and you know, I think they tanned their skin a little bit longer than usual. So I think it's possible. If it's not probable, it is certainly possible. Okay, half of the show is gone. I have to do my advertisements. My main man, Peng, my main man, he got this little company of his. And it's actually not a little company. It's growing. It's called LifeStrongApparel.com. LifeStrongApparel.com. He has these raw wild crafted sea moss that's infused with different fruits. And I have a jar with about 10% remaining. And it's been 3 weeks since I saw him or something like that. And so I would definitely highly recommend it. On the last day of me eating it, I'm gonna put it on the show. I'm gonna have the last bite of it. But it's just that good. I'm not kidding. If it was whack, I said if it's whack, I'm gonna tell everybody it's whack, man. But I didn't expect it to be whack. I expected it to be of quality because he's a good guy, and he did his research and understands sea moss and everything that goes along with it. So again, go to Lifestrong Apparel. There's also, you know, different apparel. There's actually different things you can wear on the site. LifeStrongApparel. Okay. Check out at BEEJACKSON 5478 on YouTube. This guy's got Near Beer. He's reviewing. He reviews Near Beer. Says it's kind of watery. Not feeling this. You know, he had the O'Doul's, you know, that was, you know, that's the most famous, I think, Near Beer of all time. Salute to Wizard, and I don't know. You gotta ask Stars. Send him an email. Wizard, and salute Keith. The Wayans Brother movie, White Chicks. It was, yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. I want to see black chicks. But you know, I want to see, but I gotta go to my advertisers. B Jackson 5478 on YouTube. Tell them that this goofy guy Skylar Saunders sent you. Also, subscribe to Spirit Smooth Tunes on YouTube.com. Spirit Smooth Tunes has Kim, Najee, Sade, The Gap Band, Peebo Bryson, Whitney Houston, and a whole host of other R&B, smooth jazz, Quiet Storm artists that you will love to hear. You can be with your special someone. You have the wine and the fireplace going and have it all nice and set up. And listen to those tunes. So definitely check them out and tell them the goofy guy, Skylar Saunders, sent you. And as well, twitch.tv/dotfocus, DOTFOCUS 1_, not a full underscore, just one. Just hit the underscore once. He's got great gaming skills. He's one of the best I've ever seen. I've seen him play. I don't think I've ever seen him die once. Usually, you know, people will die throughout the game. So I don't think I've ever seen him die. I've seen him kill a lot of people in the game, but he's pretty focused. Did you see what I did there with the focus? Okay. So dot focus on twitch.tv/dotfocus _. Okay. If you want to advertise or sponsor for the show, go to SKYLERSAUNDERS.com. You can join my Skylar's 100 Club by contributing $100 or more in a month to the broadcast. And I'll say this again, I said it earlier, but my PayPal is paypal.me/SKYLERSAUNDERS. My Venmo is at SKYLERIZED. And my Cash App is $SKYLERSAUNDERS1. Okay, so I'm gonna read some of you guys' stuff. Let me see. Probably your bank. Okay, is it SSI? Yeah, it is. I think it's. I always confuse it. It's either SSI or SSDI. Either way, I get paid, and I only got to pay one tax, Medicare. Answer that. Scott, anyone ever tell you mind of like Fred Berry? Fred Berry. Let's see who Fred Berry is. Nobody's ever said that. Oh, this guy. Yeah, I look like. Is this Buffalo Butt? Isn't that who his name is? Rerun. Nobody's ever said that to me. No, nobody's ever said I look like Fred Berry. But that's good though. I like that hate. Thank you for that hate. Say you look like Rerun off of What's Happening. I'd accept an apology. No, no, no. Don't. I'm not gonna apologize for that. Or not. I'm gonna ask for an apologize. And look at that. That's BS. I'm not even gonna say his full name. You get more money than us. You got more money than us. I don't think so. I think you guys are professionals. I'm not a professional. I'm just a stupid guy that has a phone and a MacBook. You got SSDI. Maybe that is it. It probably is Social Security disability. I think it is disability insurance. I think it's SSDI. Yeah. Look up Schlitz malt liquor commercial. This guy, oh my god. Okay, I actually had another topic that I wanted to talk about. I want to talk about this show. I spoke about it before. It's called Them. Them the Scare is the exact title. It's based on the ideas of surrounding and the activities surrounding the Rodney King beating, and it's this very sexy detective. Her name is Deborah Irande. I think I said that right this time. And she is completely beautiful. She's got brains. She's definitely focused on her task. She's committed to these murders. And then there's the alternate story about this guy who's like very obsessed with everything. He's obsessed with being an actor, but he takes it a little bit too far. That's all I'm gonna say. He takes it a little bit too far. This comes on Amazon Prime. So if you have streaming service Amazon, go to Amazon Prime, check that out, and be very impressed by it. Okay, so yes, because of your work credits. I still don't understand what you mean. I have work credits, but it's not like actual work credits. They're just I just been putting in shows and stories. I get paid for it, and I haven't paid a cent in taxes since 2016. Haven't paid. Well, you know what? That's a lie. I pay Medicare. Medicare is the only tax I pay, but that's it. I don't pay income tax. I don't pay payroll tax. I don't pay property tax. I don't pay any other tax except Medicare. That's the only tax I pay. As long as you don't file taxes, you're good. Yeah, exactly. But I still want to talk about this show, Them. Let me get to Them. Them is an excellent show. It's very super produced. It's by this by a guy called Little Marvin. Look him up. I'm looking up right now. He's a TV writer and producer. He wanted to have a totally different idea for the second season, which is called The Scare, and then the first season, it was just Them, and the Them was not received as well. It wasn't. It was pretty much shown as degradation porn or black porn or black injury porn or just horror scenes, just terrible, sad, disgusting parts. But I liked it too. It was hard. It was a bitter pill to take. Like I said, it was very graphic, but it was kind of hard. How much do you charge for music worship, for muscle worship? I don't know what you mean. How much? Rebecca Powers. Salute to you, Rebecca Powers. Thank you for being a lady in the house. I'm trying to do business. Okay, Rebecca Powers. Well, send me an email. Send me an email about business. Keith says, Skylar, there is an old blackface movie over 30 years ago, Soul Man, and Ray Don Chong is in it. Skylar, I highly recommend that you watch this movie. I'll watch it, sure. Yeah. I'll watch Soul Man. Okay. Can't watch nothing like that. Okay. Thank you, Rebecca Powers. I appreciate you. Thank you for checking in. How'd you find out about me? Did somebody tip you off? Were you one of the few people that I said, don't tell the fifth person, but don't tell 4 people? Were you one of the 4 people? Rebecca Powers? I appreciate your zeal. But yeah, this show is it's just really great. It keeps you like, what the hell? What is about to happen? Like, no, he's not gonna get that knife. He's not gonna get that knife. Oh my god! And you're like, you're still wondering about the murders, and then there's this like racist, her fellow her partner. He's like this racist white guy, and you're just wondering about him. I think he's a red herring. Like he was supposed to say yeah, I can understand that, Charles 13. I'm not gonna. Okay, hey, okay. You found me on TikTok? Is that right, Rebecca Powers? I'm not on TikTok that strong. I have a TikTok account, but I'm not on it that strong. I need to be. I'm pretty sure there's some money in it somewhere, but I need to be on TikTok one of these days before it gets completely canceled by America for being a completely harmless, perfectly fine, if left alone, business. You found me on TikTok. That's amazing. Okay, I have to get back on TikTok then. But Charles 13X, yeah, I'll watch season 2, but not season 1. I can't fault you, because it was tough for me. It was tough for me to watch. It was like it was like disaster porn. It was like black traumatic pornography. It was like seeing a lot of these black people humiliated and subjugated and made in a terrible way that it's very hard to watch. It's very harsh, but the son of the sun, Rebecca, he's trying to get that number. He's trying to get them digits. He wants to clap some cheeks. I'm just messing with you. I'm just messing with you. But if you're still around, Rebecca, after all that, you might want to give him a chance. Give him put up the son of the sun. Put up your I'm just gonna talk business with her because, I'm married. No, sorry. So she's married. So like I said, all I want to do is talk business with her. So she can hit up my email and we can discuss business. So we're out, the son of the sun. That's why I said I started out saying, we can do business before she even said anything about being married or something. I was like, let's just do business. Hit up my email. But anyway, them is the truth. That sounds weird, don't it? Them is the truth. Yeah. What is muscle worship, by the way? I don't know what muscle worship is. What is muscle worship? Can you break that down, Rebecca, please? Okay, he can drive you to the date. Who can drive whom? I don't drive. I know you're not talking about me, the son of the sun. Stormy Davis. Who's Stormy Davis? Do you mean Stormy Daniels? Stormy Davis is a YouTuber. Has 54 videos and 12.9 subscribers. 1,000 subscribers. That's pretty good. Stormy Davis. Goddamn. Oh, it's a little kid. What the hell? Get out of here with that. I don't need to deal with no little kids. I don't know what you're talking about. Her husband. Okay. Worshipping muscles with oils by rubbing. Huh. Yeah, Stormy Daniels. A lot of women in gaming loves it. I can't relate to that. I can't relate to that. I can relate to being having a massage, but I can't relate to having muscle worship. I'm not really into that. I'm a straight man. I'm a man that's heterosexual. But yeah, so them is the truth. Sounds so weird saying it, but them is the truth. It's another way of them, dumping the show. I hate when they dump it because I would have done like a review of it every time it dropped. Rebecca has evil intentions. MH, what are your thoughts on seed oils? I don't know I don't have any thoughts on seed oils, MH. Maybe if you give me a little bit more information, I might know what you're talking about, but I don't know what seed oils are, really. I don't know what they pertain to. I'm gonna look it up real quick. Seed oils. Oh, okay. Those kind of oils. Okay. What about them though? What do you mean? Seed oils. You like canola oil. Yeah, I like canola oil. I like olive oil more so than canola oil though. Old white men starting it with black men. Hmm. I did not know that, Rebecca. That's interesting to me. I did not. I had no clue about that before you addressed it. But yeah. So the detective in them. I'm addressing y'all's comments, but the best comments go up. I'll say that I'll read your comment first if you put in a little dollar amount. Just put in $5, $6. $7.35 was the house minimum. I raised it to $20 because I really need this MacBook. They pay for muscle worshiping. It's sexy and stress relieving. I do it on my husband. Well, that's not really old white men and young gay black men and old gay white men. That's you and your husband. That's y'all's business. I think that's beautiful. That's great. Sesame seed oil, peanut oil, grapeseed oil. I mainly do olive oil and God damn it. I can't remember what other oil was. There is another oil like that. Wizard. Peekaboo. I see you. We see you. Thank you. Avocado oil. Thank you. And coconut oil. Coconut oil, avocado oil, and olive oil. Coconut, avocado, and olive oil. Those are the oils that I usually have. My friend Annie thinks the Bucks won't beat the Pacers. If it ruins my day, what are your thoughts? Okay, we can talk about basketball for a little bit. I'll go back to them in just a second. And I'll get to your other questions, your other comments in a second too. But I don't think the Bucks are gonna win. They aren't gonna win. I think the Pacers are a stronger team. Doc Rivers, he had his day. He's had his day as a coach for the Bucks. He got one chip with the Celtics, and he should he can go home with that. He can hang that on his mantle. And, yeah, but I think the Pacers are too strong. No, they started it, but thank you. Rebecca says, yeah. Charles 13X says sesame seed oil. I don't do a lot of sesame oil. You should try muscle worshiping. I don't have a girlfriend at the moment. I would love to have muscle worshiping with her. It wouldn't be a problem with her. Or just a guy. I've had massages by a guy. We were very straight. It's not like it's some gay guy. But I've had massages by a masseur, not a masseuse. Okay, the son of the son. I'm not even going to worship. I'm not even going to repeat that. You got to watch out for the women in the house. She's in the house. She's the woman in here. She's all by herself. Keith, very healthy choices. Oh no, you gay? Okay, well, I'm not gay, but I had masseur before. It's all about dominance. When you have somebody that you're able to have your back rubbed by somebody, by a gentleman, and you're straight and you know it and you're secure with yourself, then that's no problem. So I'm not gay, wizard. Nice try. But them is it's just a great show. Great show. Great show. Everybody, the writing, the directing, the costume, you feel like you're in 1991. That's what is so great about it. You feel like you're in 1991. It feels like you are a part of what happened. It's very racially charged. It's overtones and undertones because it's like, dang man, they're really racist. And they're like, was that racist? Is that you had to question yourself a little bit. And like I said, Pam Grier is in it. She's been eating a lot of pork chops and neck bones. she can't keep the chicken out of the frying pan. But she does a great job. She's still working. So bless her heart. Let me see. I think she's 70 something. Hold on. She's 74 and she's still working. So I have to give her props on that. She's still doing the damn thing. Yeah, pork chops, exactly. Yeah, so Pam Grier has the best areolas in the business. Where did you see him? What magazine did you see him in? Was it in Playboy? Charles 13X? I think she did back in the 70s. She did some work for Playboy, some photos. 74. Wow, Pam looks good for her age. Yeah, except for them chins. If she didn't have them chins, she'd be all right. But she's a little husky now. She's not the same Foxy Brown or Coffee as she was, almost 50 years ago, or over 50 years ago. Charles 13X says, matter of fact, a few of her movies she topped. Yeah, okay, yeah, I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah, back in the blaxploitation days. Yeah, she's still doing work. She's still putting in work. I'm not mad at her. Cause look at me. I'm heavy. I'm overweight. I know it's like to have cravings for some beef and broccoli and rice in the middle of the night. I know what that life is like. One of her movies. Okay. When was your last time with a man? Never had a time with a man. I'm a straight man. I'm a heterosexual. Only had women in my life. She was in Fort Apache. I don't disagree with you. I don't think I've ever heard that before. I'm gonna look that up right now. Fort Apache. Yeah, Fort Apache. What was she? She looks like she was a prostitute in that movie. Well, let's see. I'm looking for it right now. Made good money. Starring Paul Newman, Ed Asner, Danny Aiello, Pam Grier. Okay. Let me get back to what you guys were saying. Let me see. Skylar, you wild. Yeah, I'm not wild for, going outside of my integrity. I still have a virgin, anus and a virgin mouth. And I never, performed any sexual acts on a man before. Because that's what sex is. Sex is stimulation of the genitals. Charlton 13X, good movie. Okay. Yeah, I encourage you all to watch them and report back to me. Do a quick movie review, and let me know what you felt about them, the scare, because it is a lot lighter, even though it's very heavy. It's like moving from a 500 bench press to like a 200 bench press, but it's still like it's you get more out of the workout than if you were trying to do 500. The first season is 500. This season might be a little lighter, but you have a better chance at making a good workout than with a 500-pound. So I would definitely encourage you to look up them on Prime Video, on Amazon Prime Video. It's excellent production value. I mean, they had some of the best production value. I was talking about the show Fallout a few days ago, few weeks ago. That's an excellent show. Amazon, I think they had Mr. and Mrs. Smith with Donald Glover. Excellent show. Great. Any sci-fi buffs in the chat room? Hi, my name is Skylar Saunders. I love science fiction. Always have, always will. I'll watch it on my Meta Quest 3. Oh man. But yeah, Keith, I'm definitely a sci-fi bet. My favorite sci-fi movie. Anybody know my favorite sci-fi movie? What's my favorite sci-fi movie? Anybody know? Ice Pirates. Not That's not my favorite movie, but Charles 13X is saying Ice Pirates free on YouTube right now. I like their free. What is their They have a series of science fiction movies. I can't find it. I don't know what it's called. Dust. Dust. If you look at Dust on YouTube, you will find great movies. You'll find great movies on Dust. So just heads up if you're a sci-fi fan. Matrix. Wow, that's not my favorite movie, but it's one of my favorite movies. We're in it right now. I'm in the Matrix. We are in the Matrix. I'm showing myself to have like a black hat and a gold tie and a black shirt, but I'm wearing shorts right now. I'm I'm about to eat some, drink some, some water, and in the real world, but in this space, it's like, oh my God, he's awesome. He's got the gold tie and the black shirt and the black hat. He's part of the Matrix. That's what it's like. But what happened in the Matrix? I hope I'm not spoiling it for anybody. They were living in the Nebuchadnezzar. They had tied clothes that looked like Yeezy wear, tattered and holes in it and stuff, and they were eating gruel. But in the Matrix, Joey Pants, he was eating steak and having wine. That's what it's like in the Matrix. You can be totally different. You can be yourself. Snapchat, Facebook, you can build up a whole idea of who you are and what you are about based on bullshit. You're not really that attractive. You use that, filter for that. You're not really that smart. You put in a code for that. That's what I'm saying. It's a totally different, way of seeing things. That's what the Matrix did 25 years ago. It's going on its 25th anniversary, 1999, which 1999 was probably one of the last great years. I think there was another year that had really great films. But 1999 was a great. They had Sixth Sense, The Matrix, Being John Malkovich, and just a whole host of other movies that came out in 1999 that were great. Okay, Keith says, if yes, what's your take on the new Planet of the Apes movie? I didn't see the new Planet of the Apes movie. I want to see it. I need to see it. I got to go to the theater probably. Probably won't get a chance to get to the theater. But that's okay. Because there's a little thing called, YouTube. Go on YouTube and watch it for free. You got to find out the right code, though. Yeah, so I think that once we are able to, look at science fiction films, and this is like a subgenre of romanticism, science fiction and horror. They have romantic elements to them because they're based mainly on volition of the characters. They have the idea of changing their worlds, changing their lives through the choices that they make. It's all on volition. It's not, some mystical forces make something happen. They make something happen. They create their own worlds. So that's what I think is so engrossing. Any more questions from me? We can make this into a whole hour and 50-minute extravaganza again. If you want to do that. If you want to do that, we can do that. But I want to, definitely end by saying if you guys aren't, game for another, few minutes, I'll see it. I want to have a vote. Maybe a vote will go up. I don't know how to do it. I used to have a vote on here. I don't know how to do it. We live. Okay, we live. Okay, that's Charles 13. He's saying, keep going, keep the broadcast going. Okay, I don't even know what the hell I just did. Vampire in Brooklyn. That was panned by critics and it flopped in the box office. But when I was a kid, I don't, maybe if I see it as an adult, it's probably gonna be trash. But it was pretty high, it was pretty fire when I was watching it. It was pretty fire. Vampire in Brooklyn. Favorite vampire movie? Vampire in Brooklyn. Blackula. I never even seen Blackula. Favorite vampire movie? It would have to be the Twilight Saga. No, I don't even watch all the Twilight Saga. I don't really have a favorite vampire. Yeah, maybe Blade. Maybe Blade is my favorite vampire movie. The first Blade. Yeah, Blackula. You troll? Yeah, I'm trolling. I was trolling for a little bit there, but we have Nitty Q3 Is that right? 03rd or Nitty 03rd? I want to make sure I get your name right. I want to just troll you for no reason. It's a good movie. The critics were just hating like they did on Little Mermaid and Halle Bailey. Yeah. Yeah, Halle Bailey. Yeah, she let little, black girls say like I can look like that too. I can be a princess. I can be, like Ariel. And little white girls too. That's what's so amazing. People don't understand. Oh my God. There's a black Little Mermaid. I can't believe it. This is just terrible. And little white girls like her too. They think they just want to be a princess themselves. They don't care what she looks like. They just care what she says and does. People are just so racist and just biased and non-objective. Yes, sir. Okay. I just want to make sure I get it. Is it Nitty 03rd? Nitty 03rd. Am I saying it right? Okay. 30 Days of Night. See, we're going past the hour. But that's all right, too. I got 8 people in here, 5 likes. Let me get those likes up to get to 8 likes. I appreciate it. We need to have 10,000 people in here right now. That'll be the day. Could you imagine? Mr. Beast? Look up Mr. Beast right now if you're near a computer. Besides the one you're watching me on. Mr. Beast has 250 million subscribers. He has a country. He has a whole country of subscribers. He is crazy. How you going to have 250 million subscribers? $255 million subscribers. That is, I had to applaud him. That white boy, he figured it out. I don't know how in the world to get that many people. But he has a country. That's more people than in many countries. That's almost as many people as in America. It's not real. It's an algorithm. Mr. Beast is part of the Matrix. He had to sell his soul, and you were willing to do the same. I'm not willing to sell my soul, no. Because I never seen one of his videos, and I'm sure he has all kinds of, altruistic and, things like that. And gimmicky stuff. But I'm only saying that objectively. I'm not disregarding his views. Some of his views are 370 million views, 344 million views, 604 million views, and this is like a YouTuber. And then this isn't like a music person that has like 3 billion views. He has consistently the same amount of views over and over again. I gotta salute that minute. Salute. He was groomed by Skull and Bones. Are you talking about the Yale fraternity? Fraternity that the Prescott Bush, the late Prescott Bush, was a part of? And I think his grandson was George W. Bush. Skull and Bones, the fraternity. Is that what you mean? Mr. Charles 13X. That's Illuminati. A lot of people say that. They say George W. Bush was part of the Illuminati because he was part of the Skull and Bones fraternity at Yale. Yeah, I got to start watching his videos, getting ideas for how to, get to 255 million subscribers. That is insane. That's a beast. He named himself correctly. That's a beast. I'm not gonna hate on him. I'm not gonna say, well, he just gets off on, he probably disses people. He probably says the wrong thing. Probably, I'm not gonna go on that far. I'm not gonna hate on him like that. I'm gonna give him his props. 255 million people. That's saying something. PewDiePie is not bigger than him. PewDiePie is almost. PewDiePie has 111 million subscribers. Not even close to Mr. Beast. You got a crush on him. No, I do not have a crush on him. I never had a crush on a man, never will. I have a crush on myself. I guess you can count that. I love me. I'm just giving him his respect, Wizard. But I appreciate your trolling. Thank you for somebody in the room trolling against me. Come on, y'all. Y'all can do harder on. You can go hard on me all day. I get paid either way. I'm crazy. That's why they pay me. T-Series. Let's see. T-Series. Let's see. T-Series. Yes. T-Series is bigger. But is it an individual? They have different artists. They have different videos and things like that. He's, I think, all by himself. They're talking about actors in India. And it's mainly music. But I understand what you're saying. The T-Series is bigger in terms of how many people they're subscribed. You can do some Hollywood movies. Yeah, I got two screenplays written and a play written, completely done. And I'm working on 2 or 3 more. They'll be coming out one day. Maybe one day soon. I don't know. I'll see about it. Okay, let me see. Movie, okay? So, I'm just fortunate. I'm glad I'm doing what I'm doing. I'm not, and you don't want to. Sometimes you don't want to be too big. I want to be big, but I don't want to be, at a level where I can't, adjust to my own self. I can't live in my own skin, like a lot of celebrities. Look at Britney Spears. She lost her goddamn mind. She has bipolar disorder that she's not handling. I'm handling mine. She's definitely on the deep end. She's way past, understanding. And all the kids, look at all the kids, look at all the child. It starts with child actors. That's such a cliche, but it's the truth. That's why it's a cliche. You look at, the people on Nickelodeon that were, abused or, put on in different places where it was very uncomfortable or cringy and, very non-suitable for children. You look at all these, the Corey Haim, Corey Feldman. One of them is alive. I can't remember which one is alive. But, just the kids grow up. They get into drugs and alcohol. Amanda Bynes is another example. Just make sure you don't forget about my Mr. Greggs and Son of the Sun. Yeah. We'll see. Skylar, we like what you do and appreciate what you do. I appreciate that, Keith. Thank you. I like that. I appreciate it, but I would rather you say, nigga, you ain't doing nothing. You're trash. Your whole setup is whack. I hate the Cowboys. I hate everything you stand for. But I appreciate it, Keith. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. And what is up with Stephen A. Smith's hairline? Why didn't he just go bald? I don't understand. He can criticize and talk about people all he wants, but that hairline is not going to be forgiven. And here's a fun fact: I served him a coffee in Delaware on the Delaware turn on the highway on one of the rest stops. I served him a coffee one time. I didn't get his autograph or anything like that. He's just like, I'd like a tall coffee and maybe a bagel or something like that. I don't remember what it was, but he ordered a coffee and I gave it to him. See, he was cool for what he was. I mean, he didn't say anything like, I need my damn coffee or something crazy like that. But that hairline is just get it cut off. That's all I'm saying. Just snip. Cut that mug off. Go bald. Why are people going bald? All the people on TNT tonight are bald or balding. Everybody's got bald head or balding on top. So, hey, it's been real. I'm glad you guys found enjoyment in what I do and what I say. I appreciate everybody that came through. I can't name everybody. Thank you, Rebecca, for being the lady of the house. I appreciate you. Make sure you hit me up on my email, skyrlersaunders@gmail.com. We can talk business. So I appreciate you, and thank you very much. Take care.